decided one day in the 90s to visit an orphanage with my friend, or how I became a mother to 21 children. We want to tell you the real story of Vera Yamatina, a mother of many children from Nizhny Novgorod. The first child in 92nd year, one of my friends decided to adopt a child. She was afraid to go to the orphanage alone, so she asked me to go with her. I immediately noticed the strange boy. Later I found out that he was only 3 years old. The rest of the kids were running and playing, but he was sitting quietly at the table and seemed to be flying somewhere in his thoughts. The babysitter told me. He's always like that, how we put him at the table in the morning, so he sits all day long. Sasha communicates with no one and does not eat by himself. I approached Sasha, but he did not react to me in any way. Later I was told his story. The boy's mother passed away from a tuberculosis infection, his drunkard father followed her into the other world, and the boy was placed in an orphanage. After that, he screamed a lot for 3 days and then fell silent, but the neighbors did not interfere, because they thought that the boy was being punished for his bad behavior by his parents. However, after a dead body odor emerged from the room, they reported it to the police. After the police opened the door and entered the room, they saw a horrifying scene. The dead father was lying on the floor, and the body of the child was lying next to him. They say that worms only eat decomposing flesh, but this is not true, because the Shinka's entire abdomen and chest were eaten by worms. Even now, if you look closely, you can see the scars. After I returned home, I shared this sad story with my husband. He suggested we go and talk to the director and see if we could take him to our place. After we arrived at the orphanage and informed the director that we wanted to adopt a boy, he was very confused. Are you crazy? You have 5 of your own, why do you need him? At first we were allowed to take Sashinka only on weekends or on vacations. The child started to go away gradually. He started to react to speech addressed to him, make some sounds, started to take toys. However, we did not understand why he was so afraid of the compet. As soon as we put glasses with this drink on the table, he started to cry a lot. Most likely he had some bad association with compet. After the first positive results, the director let us take him away for good. Sasha started working with a speech therapist and later started first grade. He studied very well and was a solid B student. Today Sasha is 23, he is absolutely healthy and a very handsome man. Our family consists of a total of 21 children, of which 8 are native and 13 adopted. Some of our children have already grown up and have given us grandchildren. Now my husband and I already have 13 grandchildren. I always wanted to have a little girl, but we only had boys. My husband liked it, but after we had 6 boys in the family, he started dreaming about a girl just as much as I did. Soon I got pregnant, and we had our first little girl, followed by our second. We started adopting after our first daughter was born. Every new adoption, we always talk about it with our children. We traditionally sit all of the children down and tell them that we want to adopt another child. We consult with them and make sure we hear their opinions on the matter. We also ask the younger children what they think, because we want them to treat the newcomer the same way they would treat any other siblings.